Hey guys, how's it going? Preparing here. Today I'm going to go over a game I played today. It was against a bot, and also it was a game that I actually played while I was eating. Because you guys know, when I stream, I start up right when I wake up, and throughout the next 9 hours or so, I tend to want to eat. And sometimes that happens during a game, and sometimes the game is pretty interesting. You can see my frustration in my face there. I'll tell you guys about that in a second. But some of you guys complain about the other videos where I cast my own games, that there's too much back and forth voicing. And you guys don't have to worry about that because basically in this one, this is basically just a long sandwich commercial, and I'm just going to talk over that while it happens. Now, I was a bit frustrated because I played Priest, and as Priest, you never want to face Paladins and Shamans. They're your hardest matchups, and I was facing nothing but that. It was like 6 games in a row. And just the previous game, I played a Paladin. He turned 1 Leper Known me. I Bombered. It failed to kill the Bomber, and he had the Argent Protector, which gave it Divine Shield, and I lost the game just because of that. The tempo never could take it back. So there, the Bomber delivered, and I was a bit ecstatic, and this sandwich is pretty good too, I suppose. Here with the Loot Hoarder is a pretty good follow-up play to a 1-drop, but as it so happens that the Crazed Alchemist, which I've told you guys is quite a good card in fact, gets played down and prevents the Shaman from stealing back the value the Bomber delivered on his bombering tour, I suppose. So at this point in the game, I don't actually realize that it's a bot. I'm more paying attention to my sandwich at the time. But I start to pick up on a few things. Chat's going all crazy. It's like, oh, it's a bot, it's a bot, it's a bot. Of course it's a bot. So here, obviously, play the Yeti, you Trey, you lost the value off the Crazed Alchemist. It's not really a big deal. In this type of matchup, you never really want to fall too far behind on value because basically the only way you win against a Shaman, why it's so difficult, is because you always have to be ahead 1 card. And if you're not ahead 1 card, every turn the Shaman's going to play a totem, and even though you're killing creature for creature, they're getting a totem. And that gets really out of control over time. If all 4 totems are out, often you need to burn another card to get rid of them. Sometimes when they just have all their 4 totems, it'd be worth it to just pop a Holy Nova so you don't have to deal with all their effects, and you don't have to deal with the possibility of him having a Flame Tongue totem, which buffs him and kills anything that you play, basically. So that's the idea there. Pretty interesting play here. The Lightning Bolt killing the Doggy puts the Yeti out of range from killing the Violet Teacher. As a result, I didn't exactly know what to do. But I knew that I wanted to heal up that Yeti, and as it so happened, I got a pretty convenient card to do that with the Northshire Cleric. I actually didn't remember that I made this play, but it turns out I made the 4/7 drop. Thinking back, I don't think this is that great of a play because this is like a very, very prime Hex target, and I don't really have a bigger minion in my hand. Usually against Shaman, especially against the bot, which just automatically plays through. You kind of want to bait out a Hex first before you play your biggest creature. But I guess I seemed a little bit desperate there. So he drops the Lava Burst on the Yeti, which is about as desperate as it gets. With a Shadow Word Pain draw, I can pretty much clear and leave the Healing Totem. And leaving the Healing Totem is a very deliberate, very powerful move. It's literally the only advantage that you get as a Priest against the Shaman. If they have just this totem and you have a Northshire, magic can happen. I won't spoil it for you guys right away, but you guys will see what I'm talking about here. A lot of people criticize this play. That's coming up, but it'll make a lot more sense. So the idea is when Northshire is on the board, whenever anything heals, you draw a card. So you want to deal damage to the other creatures, heal them up, and play the cards that you draw. Here I decide to play the taunt because I draw another Northshire, and this makes it so I have 2 Northshires in play. And as it so happens, the 1 damage that Northshire did to the healing totem, that thing is going to heal up unless he suicides it into my taunt using a buff. And it's pretty hard to get 4 damage through a buff. Like Flame Tongue Totem is 2, Rockbiter is 3, so it's pretty unlikely that you can really make that work. Now here he has the Fire Elemental, so if he has a Flame Tongue Totem, he can't suicide it. But as it so happens, he has the Axe instead. And the Axe is a little bit of a bigger problem for him. At this point, I don't have a great answer for the Fire Elemental, but, well, about to have some because, as you can see from my reaction there, when the Healing Totem heals at the end of the turn, well, it's time to draw, baby. So, you draw some answers. Well, not exactly, but let's see what he's got. You try the Mind Vision first. You steal one of his cards. And I'm pretty pleased with that as well, as it so happens I can make use of that. Now here the decision is, do you want to play a 3-drop? Do you want to play a Panther into the Frostwolf Warlock? You definitely want to play the Frostwolf Warlord. But if you play the Bomber and it so happens to hit the Fire Elemental, you know, that works. If it hits your Northshire, you know, that's not too big of a deal. And, well, look at that. It hits the Fire Elemental. The reason it's not a big deal if it hits the Northshire is specifically because you're playing a bot. He's just going to kill the biggest creature on the board. So your 4-1 that he can kill with the axe is going to take priority over the Northshire. Meaning, again, hitting his totem for 1 of the Northshire, you're going to draw 2 more cards. And this is going to spiral out of control very, 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 very quickly. I mean, you have to consider the Shaman has 8 mana. With 8 mana, what can you really do? Yeah, you can Hex the 8/8, and you can kill off the 4-1. And then with 5 mana, can you really challenge, you know, a 3-2, a 1-2, a 1-3, and 4 cards drawn? No, there's absolutely no way. So, you know, right now, this guy's completely screwed. And fun fact, as it turns out, a lot of the bot algorithms, they take a long time to process. So if you have a lot of creatures and the Shaman has, you know, a lot of different attack options, when he has weapons involved, that kind of stuff, often I've been told, you know, I don't play that many bots, I don't play ranked, but I've been told that, oh, that was a save, that was a fry in the sap, a fry drop in the lap save. Yep, you gotta min-max, you can't let those fries go. But anyway, what was I talking about? I forget. Sunwalker. Who really cares? Alright. Oh yeah, I was talking about the bots. So when the bots have too many actions, too many things that they can do, often what I've been told is that they time out. They actually continue their algorithm as the turn ends, and they don't actually complete the turn. So you almost saw that happen there. I mean, you guys have to consider this is a bot. This is not a player. He didn't think through that turn. Those are algorithms being run, and you know, with 1 or 2 more creatures on the board, it might get a little more complicated. So there, I choose to sack one of my Northshires just so I can, you know, perhaps not overdraw, because I do like the free card that I've been getting, and that's why I attack this way here. With the axe, he would kill the Bomber anyway, so if I attack with the Northshire into the 1/1, he might kill that instead. I don't really fancy that option very much. Basically, at this point, he wasn't able to deal with an 8/8 last turn. Now he's got an 8/9 that can be healed even further, and he's got a 6/6, and basically things are going very, very badly for the Shaman. You also saw a brief moment of nudity there. The not quite the glorious ass crack that you guys have seen from other gamers, but yeah, it's all right. It's my own. So right now, I realize that the bot is having the issue of processing algorithms and taking a very long time to do so. So I decided to get myself some orange juice. And this orange juice is not particularly the best orange juice. It's kind of like orangeade. It's carbonated, often synthetic, chemic orange juice. But you know, it's all right. And you got to go for the shirt opening. It gives you that extra grip. Okay. So he hits the Northshire for some reason. And he's super confused. He basically has no options. He's basically completely screwed. And things they're trying to figure out. Speaking of which, some people have said that with arrows and stuff, just so you guys know, this is a bot. Yep. And some bots do arrows. He has no clue what to do right now. That's right. Some bots do arrows these days. He's just like stuck. It's not the most important indicator. He doesn't comprehend the healing draw. He just doesn't understand. It's a poor little bot. It's a dumb the dumb bot. Alright, so what's going to happen here, I'm going to get another free draw. And that puts me at, I believe, 10 cards for the turn. And basically, this guy is completely dead. But I decide we can do something else. Do you guys want to see me overdraw? It's going to be cool. Yep, it's going to be really cool. Oh, even the categories. Yeah, Kitty wants to see it. The cat wants to see the cool stuff. Well, let's see it then. So this is a play I've done when it actually mattered a few times, but I did it here just to show the stream how it's done. So yeah, I could kill him, I have 1 damage, but instead, we're going to hit that totem, then Shadow Madness it. Plays. And because the Cleric hit the board before the Shadow Madness, its effect is going to trigger while I still have the totem. So the totem is going to heal all my creatures for 1, and then heal itself for 1,
Nova.
and then result in 1 card per heal. Now at this point the game is absolutely over. Some people said, it's a game throw if the Shaman had Deathwing and all that, but come on, look at that hand. That's not going anywhere.
Heavy BM. Heavy stuff.
Alright guys, I'll save you from it. As it turns out, the bot didn't win this game. As it turns out, I won this game. And I have to say that playing bots is kind of interesting. It's fun to analyze, it's fun to play, it's fun to see how they work and how you can abuse them. Because you have to keep in mind, while on one hand their plays are consistent because it's programmed to algorithm, at the same time their weaknesses, their exploits, are also consistent. And as you saw in this game, making strange plays like that and setting up so there's far too many combinations on the board. If you have far too many creatures to deal with, the bots do panic. The bots really mess up. And, well, you can beat them that way. I think that really was a big advantage this game, even though I probably would have won anyway from all those fun draws and all the rest. Well, it's another weakness for the bot. And, us humans, we might win the battle after all. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys tomorrow.